Hello friends, myself Kesri. Welcome to our YouTube channel I for Java. Today's our agenda is what is Project Lombok and how to use it. These are the various points what today we are going to understand. Like what is Project Lombok, how to use Project Lombok, why should use it, what are the benefits given by Project Lombok, what is boilerplate code, if we not use it, what will be scenario there, from where we can download it, how to install it, how to configure it, how many way we can configure it. So let's understand what is Lombok. Project Lombok is a Java library that automatically plugs into your editor and build tools, spicing up your Java. Never write another getter or equals method again. With one annotation, your class has a fully features builder. Automate your logging variables and much more. How to install it? Go to your browser, search Project Lombok, go to official website projectlombok.org, download latest version from there. Then next, how to configure it? Double click on the jar. Installation pop-up window will be open. It will detect path of your IDE automatically. If in the case it will not detect, you have to specify path explicitly. Now restart your IDE and you done it. Now next question come into mind, why should we use it? Have you ever noticed when we create any model class, we have to create numbers of field there and we have to follow OOPS principle during creating variables like making variables field private and slice and access them through setter and getter or constructor. These are the some common steps what we have to follow in every development. So if we use Project Lombok, we can skip boilerplate code. Maybe now you are wondered to know what is boilerplate code. If same logic code is going to be repeat many times in a class, it's called boilerplate code. Writing setter and getter for every fields increase boilerplate term. It also consumes precious time of developer for writing same logic for the fields. To come over these problems, we use Project Lombok. Let's go and check out all these steps practically. Go to your browser and search Project Lombok. Go to first link, which is projectlombok.org. This is the official website of Project Lombok. Here you can see Project Lombok is Java library that automatically plugs into your editor and build tools. Okay, and go to download section. Download this latest version. Here our jar is getting downloading. After completion of successful download, take that file wherever you want to put it. Okay, let's click on the downloaded jar. This pop-up window will be open. Here it is scanning our drive. Suppose if it is not taking automatically, you can click here, specify location. Go to your drive where you install your Eclipse IDE. In my case, here is our Eclipse, and just select this and click on install, and here message is given install successful. It means we have done this side. Now cut this, go to your Eclipse IDE, on file section click on new Spring Starter project, then this dialog box will be open. Give a name to it, and here I package taken I for java.lombok. Proceed to next. From here select Lombok dependency and click on finish. To save your time, I already created one project here, okay, and created one package. Inside package create one user class, and these are our fields what we had created here. Okay, this is encapsulation. This is by following the encapsulation principle of OOPS. Okay, so these are our constructor and setter getter to string methods what we have to write explicitly. So these are the common steps what we have to follow in every model class. So come out from this problem. Here we have Lombok. So instead of writing this much bulkier code, what we can do, we will just delete this code. Okay, and we can write this annotations here after adding plugin of Lombok jar. So the dependency will be here. So let's check our Lombok jar is added or not here. So it is successfully added here. Now let's uncomment it and check here, is it working or not. For setter I am using here @setter. Just press Ctrl Shift O and it will import the package. Okay, so here you can see our setter method is created. Just select this and uncomment it. Okay, and import this packages. So now you can see here constructor to string method. Okay, all args constructor, these are created. Suppose if we never wants to use this also, we can remove it. Okay, let's make it commented and uncomment this @data annotation. Actually this all annotation come under this data annotation. If we use this one annotation, it will add all these basic methods what we need in model class. Okay, so let's import the package. So now here you can see empty constructor, okay, and hash code method to string method and all setter getter methods are created implicitly. We no need to worry about it. Now let's jump to our main class and make it uncomment and try to run this class. First of all I have to save this. Okay, now come back here and just simply right click. What happened? It is taking time. and click on Run As. Run as Java application. So in console, you can clearly see we are able to retrieve these values. Okay. On your project, go to build path, add libraries, make one user library, click on new, name it as custom library and add external jar. Go to a drive where you stored your project Lombok. Here it is, and just simply click on open. Now it is added. Okay, apply and close. Click on finish. Now you can see here your project Lombok is added in your class path. How to install and how to use Project Lombok in our application. For more videos, please like and share and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much friends. Bye bye.